Lucy, what's up? Oh,
What's up, Panda Man? What's up?
I just said your name. Should we start over?
No. Call me by Lucy B. I had left you a message. I want them all to know.
Okay, you're in the open now. You're
okay. Lucy B in the house, everybody.
Okay, cool. What's up? Well, I'm glad to have this consultation. I have just the basics, but I wanted to. I kind of cut you off yesterday just so we could save all the juicy stuff, and we could make sure that we approach this so that everyone gets the full context. So let's just get started with. Let's take a couple of minutes and share your story real quick, and then we'll get into what we can do to start the regeneration process.
Oh, definitely. Well, let me just start off by saying that I actually called you for more than a couple of problems and health problems that I've been having, but the main reason why I called you is because I was clinically diagnosed with intractable insomnia, and I suffer from MS. I was diagnosed in 2007, but apparently my problems went way back, years back, that I didn't even know I had MS back in the day, like 10 years prior. And I was diagnosed in 2007. And Dan, I got to tell you, your listeners need to know that I am not BSing. There's no bull here. This is like a bona fide truth. I stumbled upon one of your YouTube videos. I was referred to by Mike, but I was like, oh, Mike Thomas, by the way. I think his name, Mike Thomas. What is he? What's his link again? I think it's youarethepath.com. Sorry, Mike. But anyways, I took a look at one of your videos, and I'm like, this guy, he's radical. Like, there's no way I'm going to do fruits and vegetables can really, empower your life and cure your disease. So, mind you, I've watched your videos a few times. I'm like, nah, this guy, I'm sorry, but he's crazy. He looks like a kook. There is just no way that he could be on the money. Well, let me tell you something, Dan. I hit rock bottom. I'm sort of like fast-forwarding to what I really need to focus on, because I need your listeners to know this, okay? I hit rock bottom. I wasn't sleeping for months and months. I don't sleep at night, and I have these horrendous headaches. And this goes way back again. Doctors have given me pills, medication, blah, blah. And when I was diagnosed with MS, they've given me Copaxone and, interferon. All these drugs just made things worse, not better. So I hit rock bottom, let's say, a month and a half ago. And I decided, you know what? Let me look at your videos again. Let me really listen to what you had to say. Just really listen. This is not BS, guys. This is the truth. One of your videos, you're just like, you know what? You want to cure disease? This is what you need to do, guys. You have to go natural. You got to go raw. Now, mind you, Dan, we can talk about this in another interview. I come from a Caribbean family. We grew up on rice and pasta and oil and meat and dairy. We lived on dairy, milk, cheese. Please. The stuff that I eat, forget it. It's like no joke. Okay? This is what I was raised on. I never knew that I was poisoning myself. And you were the one, to really, make me understand that, oh, my God. Then, for the last 3 weeks, I lived I practiced what you preached. I got rid of dairy, all the milk, all the cheese, all that stuff, all the pasta, whatever. I started eating more fruits, more vegetables. My life, I'm tearing up right now, but my life has changed. I suffer from MS, crippling. I can't get up out of bed some of the times. I have pain, I have weakness, literally for 3 weeks now. It's as if there was a cure. I'm up, and I'm not sleeping as much, mind you, but I've got this energy that's insane, okay? I'm perked. I used to suffer from all this acne, from all the pills and all this crap that I was eating, whatever. My face is just glowing. The acne is gone. I'm a little bit more calmer. I know it doesn't sound like that, but I'm calmer. I feel happier. But it's more of my health. I feel like I have springs in my feet. I swear to you, and this is not BS, guys. I'm from New York. All right, we are the most skeptical people around, like we don't, whatever. This is real bona fide, guys. If you have any kind of disease, if you have any illness, I have MS, right? And I can tell you, I'm not telling you this is a cure, but I'm telling you you're going to feel worlds better. And this is only 3 weeks into it. My life has changed. I mean, I can't even, I'm tearing up right now because I am not kidding you. There is something to this. There is something to this, Dan, and I can't thank you enough. I mean, I must sound like I'm screaming because I'm enthusiastic, but I am so grateful. And I wanted to call you also to tell you, look, I know that you have tons of followers across the country, across the world, what have you, but we need to tap into New York, okay? We need to tap here. We need to get people better. I mean, I'm on Long Island, and I can tell you right now, I mean, people walking around here, they're all diseased. I mean, we have these kids who are like mega obese. You know what? We need to do something about it. These adults, we need to do something about this. I mean, just from a illness point of view, disease point of view, this has changed my life. All the fruits, all the vegetables, drinking lots of water. And I'm not telling you like I'm 100% perfect like you and the fruitarian and whatnot, but I can tell you right now, it has changed my life. If there's any way that I can, help you, I want to do this. Sorry, somebody else is on my line, but I'm not going to take it. The other thing, too, I want to tell you, Dan, I mean, I'm a professional jumper. I mean, it sounds crazy, but that's what I do as a profession. I do speed jump rope competitions, and since I've changed my diet, and I don't even want to say diet. I mean, I've just eliminated all this crap that I was putting into my body, all this goo, all this glue, all this mucus. I have been faster than ever. Well, see, that being said, between the MS and then, I'm an athlete. I have a business where I teach kids how to get fit and healthy. It's Lucy B's Jump and Fun Jump Rope Gym for Kids out here in Baldwin. And we have these kids who, they come in, they eat all this junk and blah, blah, and they think that they can perform very well. Well, no, Dan, I'm about to put you on blast with my kids and my clientele and my customers because this works. If it works for the adults, it can work for kids too. Obviously, you don't have to go radical and okay, no sugar or whatever, but you can gradually get the kids educated on the benefits of raw. If you don't want to use that word, you don't have to. More fruits, more vegetables, more water, and why? And that's why you're so effective because you're so real, Dan. You come correct. Okay, and for us New Yorkers, we need people to come correct. We don't need the little, sugar coating and all that. We need people to just, give it to us straight because this is no bull. This will save lives. This will save our lives, and it will save the kids' life. I mean, you come here to New York, you see these kids, it's just insane. You see the adults, they're just rolling around. I drive by McDonald's, I'm like, guys, oh my God, because I'm not going to lie to you, Dan. I used to do it too. I'm not a big junk fooder, but I used to throw down with the junk food and the cakes and the cookies and all that, thinking that's it makes you feel good, what have you. I was poisoning myself. And I know I'm going here and there, but I hope that your audience can understand that this is not a joke. And the other thing too, and I did leave this message for you last night, just letting you know. I mean, I was going to use an alias, but I just felt like people need to know that Lucy B is on board with Dan McDonald because it's changing my life. 3 weeks into this, could you imagine? What if I am cured of MS in 6 months? What if? What are they going to say now? So there's just so much I want to say. I'm really excited about this, and I love what you do, and I love the fact that you come correct, Dan. This is no BS, and you're saving my life, and I can't thank you enough, and I just can't wait to see what I'm going to look like in 6 months, what my health is going to be like, what the doctors are going to say when I walk up and say, look, you know what, I'm cured of this. And it was all holistic. It was all fruits and vegetables. If it can happen to me, it can happen to any of the patients out here. So that's it. Sorry, Dan. I get excited. I know.
No, it's actually really, really cool. That was a great testimonial. I hope that everyone's as inspired as I am. Are you sleeping better?
Well, you know what? I've noticed the past 2 weeks it's gotten better and better, and I have to report last night for the very first time in my life, and I'm not lying, guys, I'm 44, okay? In my life, I've never had more than 3 to 4 hours of natural sleep. And even when I tell you natural, I would have to take sleeping pills, and even then I would feel horrible. I got 6 hours of natural sleep. What did I eat last night? I had like 6 pomegranates. I had scallions and kale and parsley. I had cilantro and tomatoes. I made this big salad, like, you know, those big pumping salads that you have on the videos. That's what I ate before I went to bed, and I had some water. I couldn't believe. This morning I'm like, wait a minute, am I in outer space or what? It's insane. Now, people are laughing at me on Facebook this morning because I have to give a shout out to you, right? Because it really works. All right, so I called you to ask you how I could better improve my sleep. What are the foods, I mean, besides cherries, you know, that can improve it? But I think we're onto something here. You know, it's just insane. I mean, treating people with diseases and sleep disorders. And there's another thing I want to tell you too, Dan. I mean, I'm just going to throw it in there, right? This whole raw process for me, it uncovered something that I never knew that I had. And I'm sure a lot of people will identify with this. I never knew I had a food addiction, and I never knew that I had an eating disorder. And that's probably another topic for discussion or whatever, because especially for the women out there, all right, when you don't sleep or when you're stressed, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, what do you do? Everybody's sleeping in the house. What do? You get up, you go into the fridge. You're not going to eat vegetables. You're going to hit the cake. You're going to hit the pasta. You're going to hit the sugar because it makes you feel good. But you know what? 3 or 4 hours afterwards, you feel like crap. Okay, and it just makes things much worse. I didn't know that I had an addiction until like the 3, 4 weeks I've been journaling everything, and I'm like, whoa. And now with the fruits and vegetables, I find that I have less cravings. Yeah, I'm up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, but I'm not craving for that anymore. And I just realized that. That's the first thing I would go for is the pasta. I would eat like 3 or 4 boxes of pasta. I swear to you, I'm not lying to you. And I would eat like meat. Not red meat, though, because I'm not a big red meat eater, but I mean, I would have, you know, turkey, tons of turkey, and tons of chicken, and tons of fish. That stuff, you know, everything in moderation, but there was no such thing as moderation for me, you know, and I didn't realize all of this. And now even in 3 weeks, I dropped weight, and I feel good, and I'm like, whoa, it's a natural feeling. You feel calm, you feel euphoric, you feel like an ox, you know, you can take on the world. And this is all 3 weeks of fruits and vegetables. That's it. I mean, I don't know. This is a testimony of all testimonials, Dan. I mean, I cannot tell you how you have changed my life. You know, again, I give props to Mike Thomas of You Are the Path for telling me about you, right? But I give you extra props for just coming correct the way. This is no bull. Right? There are some people like, oh, he's like radical, what have you. No. Sometimes you need to be radical with people who are crazy like myself to beat it inside of our heads that, hey, you know what, there is something other than the pills. And again, I went to medical school. I graduated medical school. I did 2 years of my residency at Montefiore Hospital. I left medicine back in 2005 because for many, many reasons, but one of them was, you know, it's patient care, you know, really treating diseases and not just covering it up with a Band-Aid, okay? And this is what it is. Raw fruits and vegetables, okay? You're treating the disease, the root of it. You're not covering it with, you know, pills and drugs. That stuff, I'm telling you, those things, yeah, they have their uses, but, okay, you really want to get cured? I mean, again, I'm tearing up. I get all emotional. You really want to get cured? You got to go to nature. You got to get back to the basics. Fruits, vegetables, herbs. I mean, I'm just so excited. This is 3 weeks now. I mean, I just cannot wait for a month and 2 months and 6 months and a year. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I said, you know, I'm not going to conceal my identity, because a lot of people do know me. You know, why not help them? You know, and I have a business where I could actually help tons of kids. You know, we have like a lot of kids in our program, you know, that come in and they're obese, okay? And they walk in there with the potato chips and the sodas, and their parents are just standing there like, okay, it's all cool. No, you know, it's not all cool, you know. I don't have to be radical with you, but there's subtle things, you know, subtle changes that we can make, you know, to help you, you know, overall. You know, help the kids, help the parents, educate them. We need this. We need it, and I'm living proof that, hey, look at this. This is no BS.
Okay, Lucy.
Sorry, Dan. You know, I get excited.
I'm glad. I'm sure the viewers are enjoying this quite a bit. I know that I am. I mean, of course, my ego is about, you know, to burst. But really, no, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, once you've done this for so long, I mean, I have tens of thousands of emails from people, maybe not as profound as you. You've got a great constitution. I can just tell by the tone of your voice and the way that you speak and everything that you've got a good constitution. So you're lucky that once you stop killing yourself, your body really went right back into, it's like, thank God I can finally do what I've been trying to do. So let me ask you a couple questions, Lucy. When were you diagnosed with MS?
2007.
Okay, I got that.
However, let me tell you, Dan, when they did my MRIs, when I had my first MRIs in 2000, it was November 2007, the doctor said, my God, you have all of these, like, you know, scars, the lesions, and, you know, you have all these plaques. It looks like an Alzheimer's brain. At that time, in 2000, end of 2007, beginning of 2008, when I had maybe my third set of MRIs, what they said to me was this: I don't know how this, we don't really know how fast this is going to progress, but you're looking at a wheelchair, maybe in 6 to 8 months. Those were their words to me. Wheelchair? Are you kidding me? I'm a young woman. No way. That's when I said, oh my God. But at that time, I'm not thinking that, you know, something as raw fruits and vegetables would help me. I mean, I was really believing in the pills and the medications, and they made me worse.
Yeah.
Worse. I'm telling you, I have never felt this good back then. And that's with their pills, and that's with their injections. No. You know, they looked at my scans, they're like, wow, you know, this is far gone. Apparently you've had this years before, but they never diagnosed you. They diagnosed me with other things too. That I had two benign lesions in my head, like two tumors in my head. They thought that's why I was having the headaches. I was having the blackouts. They diagnosed me with transversus cavernosis, all sorts of things, right? Never knew what the problem was. Never. And here I am today, 2012, and something as simple as fruit and vegetables, just really just making a difference. And this is just 3 weeks into it. This is what I'm saying. It's so radical. It's so Dan, I can't tell you. Go ahead. If you want to ask me another question, I'm going to speak on and on, never let you get a word in.
Oh, that's okay. I think that I'll title is so you would say that MS basically was your main diagnosis.
Yes.
Okay.
It was MS and intractable migraine. Intractable migraines, insomnia, but I had it's clinically diagnosed MS for sure. You know, everything came up as positive for it. So they attributed all of my other problems, you know, from the MS. When in fact, now looking back, you know, all of this stuff that I have been pumping, I pumped myself up with all these drugs and all these bad foods. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I spent my whole life eating very poor, you know, poor foods, you know, white breads and, you know, the pasta and the cheese and the milk. I mean, this is what America runs on. You know what I'm saying?
Those foods create scarring in the tissues.
My God.
And when that tissue, like I said in the video of the irritation, inflammation, induration, multiple sclerosis is the result of induration, you know, inflammation and induration, inhibiting the function of the nervous system. So you get neurological disorders and neuromuscular disorders, okay? So your nervous system stops working. So in order to get the nervous system back up, one of the best foods is fruits, because that vibrates the highest. And it also, fruit does not, you know, damage tissue in the way that white sugar, white flour, gluten, the acids from meat, which the body cannot excrete. So the fruit digests so easily and energizes cells so rapidly. That's why it's such a clean, burning, high energy food. And the vegetables keep us stabilized and keep the cells strong. And then, of course, we need to have essential fatty acids as well to help to preserve the myelin sheath. But, you know, nice low-fat diet, high fruit, lots of leafy greens. And you're going to see, it's fruits and herbs is what the food is for mankind. I didn't say it. God did in Genesis 1:29.
That's right. That's right.
He just told me to say, get on YouTube and do this. And I'm like, okay, I'll do whatever you say, you know. And I just...
Dad, but you see, the thing is, the thing is, we know it. I think most people know this to be the truth, but we need people with power to really deliver it, okay? You have that power. I mean, for you to get through to me, that's major, because I am one of the most resistant persons out here, okay? If you can get through to me, you can get through to anybody, okay? What you say is the God-given truth. I mean, it's not a joke. You know, if people don't believe you, just read the books. Like, when I was in medical school, they don't teach you about the holistic side of medicine, right? It's not about the holistic side, because truly the holistic side of medicine really does cure disease. It's not just throwing medications and pills and all that. It's not about that, right? We're here to really cure disease, and sometimes, I'm sorry, you know, the doctors just don't know.
Here's my caveat. I never said cure any disease, okay? That's Lucy. She's a medically... did you ever make it to medical doctor?
I am an MD. I graduated medical school and everything. Yeah, definitely.
So Lucy's the MD here. All I do is help you get healthy. If your diseases go away and you want to call it a cure, please, but don't put it on me, because I don't want to cure anything.
Exactly. I mean, this is just my opinion, okay? This is an opinion, okay? It's not a fact. I'm just speaking from my own experience. It is my cure. My cure.
Okay, it's a fact. Cure. I mean, it is a fact, but I have to be careful on this channel about curing anything, because there is no such thing really as a cure for anything unless you eliminate the if you eliminate by getting to the cause of the problem. If your car is out of gas and you try to put water in the gas tank, that doesn't work. But if you put gas in it, that gets to the root of the problem, and then the problem is solved. So if we got a damaged tissue, every different kind of disease, we've got damaged tissue from the inflammation. We've also got just a generalized morbid clogging of the organism, the kidneys, the liver, from too much fried fats and high-heated foods and gluten and white sugar. And so what we want to do is eat alkalinizing, easily digestible, highly energizing foods, fruits and herbs, nuts and seeds. And then we want to make sure we're digesting that, and we may want to take periods of time where we go without food or do a juice diet so that we can eliminate. I just did 14 days on water, and it's the greatest thing I've ever done in my life. I feel better than I've felt in a long time. I've still got some work to do to reach the highest levels of health, and so I'm going to come back and do another one. But right now I'm going to build up on fresh fruits and leafy green herbs, and then I'm going to continue to help as many people like you, Lucy, as I can. I think that we've got our message across pretty well.
I hope so. I hope so, because, Dan, this is no bull. I'm telling you. And the reason why I'm so emphatic and so excited is because the changes in 3 weeks, it's insane. You know, and for someone who has any kind of doubts, just give it a try. Give it time. Give it a try. It works. It will work for everybody. This is not BS. This is the truth. You know, again, you do what you can. You don't have to go hardcore like a 14-day water fast. Not everybody can do that. Everybody's there yet. You understand? But the little gradual steps that we take each and every day to get to a point where you feel comfortable, where you're like, you know what? I will pick up an apple as opposed to a slice of bread. When you can do that comfortably without even thinking, then you know you're there. You know what I mean? It works. You just got to try it. You just got to try. I'm telling you, it's just like, you know, and again, I get all teary-eyed and I get all emotional and whatnot, because for me, this will be my cure. this will be, and again I say the word, this will be my cure, Lucy B's cure. Fruits and vegetables and herbs. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you, okay, for everybody to know. Yeah, I like my fish. I like my turkey. And I'm not going to tell you that I'm not going to have that occasionally, but I'm not going to have 10 pounds of it at once. You know what I mean? You know, the diet will be mostly like 90%, 90 to 95%, fruits and vegetables. That's it. That's for me.
Cool. And then later on, if you decide you want to even go to a higher level, you might get addicted to health like I am. But there may be in the future here, some challenges coming up as you begin to regenerate tissue and eliminate a lot of the obstructions. There might be some ups and downs, so be prepared for that just in case. I mean, but the overall, like I said, with your strong constitution, you're going to see rapid results. And it's going to keep you going, So when you hit those walls and you're going through detox, you can always go get a couple of colonics, a massage. Actually, so what we'll do is I think we'll end right there for this, and then we can pick up and we'll talk about your how to get
my ups and downs.
some better sleep. Well, is that really the next question that you have, is how to improve your sleep?
Right. The thing is, I've exhausted all the books and all the pills, and those things don't work. You know what I mean? And like I told you yesterday on the phone, I've had extensive neurological tests, and some of the doctors, they're saying, maybe you have a problem with your hypothalamus or the pineal gland itself. Maybe it's not secreting enough, melatonin and what. It's just they just don't know what's going on with me. But like I said, I've been tracking my progress.
I'll tell you what we'll do, Lucy. We'll end this video right here as how somebody eliminated MS, and then we'll do another video on how to improve the quality of your sleep.
Exactly.
Okay, so
exactly, and then we can also do another video on food addictions. Too many of us women have this right here. We need to talk about it. And eliminating food addictions.
Lucy,
because the raw diet will do it.
You make my job easy. Thank you. I'm going to say goodbye to the viewers here. Thanks for watching this video. You heard it from the mouth of an MD. I didn't say it. I just believe in energize the cells in your body with living foods, fruits and leafy green herbs. And in my opinion, at this time, the cleaner that you eat, the better off you're going to be. Make health your hobby and get beautiful. Radiate with health and with love for this world. So thank you very much. Subscribe to these videos, of course, and keep on coming back if you want to stay inspired. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Have a wonderful day, my friends.
Thank you so much, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.